Welcome Year 3 to today's maths lesson. Today we're hoping to learn about how to do column addition. We're hoping because this is episode 5. So if I'm looking a bit, because the technology is hard to switch between. So I'm going to keep my cool and try not to mess up things again. So column addition is going to be a really useful way for you to always be able to add up two numbers, or sometimes even three, accurately. I'm going to take it slowly over the next 2 weeks, a little bit at a time, to make sure we understand what we're doing when we do column addition, because it's very easy to learn it like a trick, but we also want to know exactly what the maths is going on behind it. So parents, try and resist the urge to rush and try and just stick with the objective each day, because by the end of 2 weeks you'll be able to help as much as you can with the way I know you know yourselves really well and really quickly. Really important, particularly this week, that the children are laying out the numbers themselves, rather than, and some of you have been helping really well with copying the work off the board, off the computer, so that your children can put the answers in. They need to be doing some of the laying the numbers out themselves, because that's where the errors sometimes come in math. So let's have a start looking at competition. And again, I haven't shared it, bear with me a second. I need to share program. Hopefully you can see the PowerPoint there. So we are going to learn to add two-digit numbers together. That means numbers that have got tens and ones. And in brackets it says no exchange. We're going to find out what exchanging is tomorrow. So we need to be able to partition numbers into tens and ones today, and to be able to add numbers up to 10 accurately. Now, this is a short video of me adding 354 add 157 up using column addition. You're not going to try doing this today. We're going to work up to over the next fortnight so that you can answer questions like this successfully every time. I'm just going to talk you through it, where we're heading for. So I'm going to add my ones up first. 7 add 4 is 11 ones. So that's 1 1, and I've made an extra 10. Then I add up my tens. I've got 11 tens, which is 10, and 10 of those 10 make an extra 100. Then I add my hundreds up. And 3 plus 1 plus another 1 is 511. That took no time at all. It'll be as fast as a calculator. So, partitioning numbers into tens and ones. Excuse me. We have 2 tens and 7 ones. What number do you think that shows? Have a think. 27. And this one is 5 tens and 2 ones. So this number, what do you think it is? Well done, it's 52. And we can write tens, a T for tens above the tens, and a 0 above the ones to represent ones. Sorry, an O to represent ones. So tens and ones, 27. That's 52. We can partition two-digit numbers into tens and ones using the equipment as well that we use in class. You won't have equipment like this, but hopefully you'll have something that's long and thin, like pencils, felt tips, or even cutlery out of the drawer. And you'll have something that's small, like pennies or Lego bricks that you can use for your ones. So you have got some equipment at home, because you're going to need it in some of the questions. So let's have a look at our equipment in this picture. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, and we have 4 ones. So altogether we have 64. And on the next slide, this is where it keeps going wrong, fingers crossed. You're going to watch me make 64 add 22 using the equipment. And stop sharing this and hopefully share the visualizer. It's there at the moment. And finally we have success. That's my okay. I'm not going to risk making that any bigger, because you can still see like that on the screen. So I'm going to get 64, count with me. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, and 4 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4 ones. I've got 64. And we can use this to do addition, because we're going to get 22. How many tens do I need? 2. How many ones? 2. And now we're going to add them all up together. Now, on the last one, it's natural to want to count the tens first, But for column addition, we have the ones up. It won't look so important today, but tomorrow you'll see why it's important we have the ones up first. So how many ones have we got? 4 add 2 is 6. I've got 6 ones. I might need room here so I can see that I've got 6 ones, and then I'm going to find out how many 10s I've got. I had 6, didn't I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 2. What does 6 and 2 make? 8. It's actually 60 out of 20, but we can use our number facts. So it is 80 and 6 is 86, but it's not 80 and 6, because what does that say? 860, and you need to put the 8 in, because the 8's in the right place to be 80. That's how place value works. Right, so I'm going to stop sharing that, and I hope I can go back to the PowerPoint. Oh, jump further back, but I have to scroll on. Oh, we've done that slide. Okay. So your first bit of time for working is practice it. I want you to use some equipment in the house. So it could be pencils, cutlery, and something small like Lego bricks or pennies. And I want you to make 53 add 24. So make 53 with your equipment, make 24 with your equipment. Count your ones, count your 10s, and write the answer. And then do the same with 35 plus 43. Pause the video while you get your equipment and give those 2 a go. Right, now we're ready for the next bit, which is drawing it instead. So we've used the equipment, we know what we're doing with the equipment. We're going to do the pictorial representations instead. So hopefully you can see on this picture that how much have I got on the top row? I think it might be recorded in the video, so I'm just going to press play and talk over the top. I'm going to count, yeah. So I've got 4 10s and 4 1s. What number is that? Correct, 44. I've got 3 10s and 5 1s. What number is that? 35. Now I'm going to start by adding my 1s together. So 5 add 4 makes 9. And then I'm going to add my 10s together. 4 add 3 makes, or 40 add 30 makes 7 or 70. But 7's in the right place to be 70 because of the place value. So that's just the same as the equipment, but we're drawing pictures instead. So with me while I wave the lights on, I might be able to see you better. We've got another one now I'm going to talk over. So the question could be laid out like this: 24 add 33. So I'm going to draw 2 10s, 4 1s, 3 10s and 3 1s. Draw my lines underneath. I'm going to add up my 1s, 7 1s, add up my 10s, 5 10s. The answer is 57. It is on the drag it over. Okay. Do you think you'd be able to do that? I think so. Especially as today we have none of this thing called exchange. So your next bit of practice is, I've got 2 questions where I'd like you to draw the 10s and draw the 1s just like I have done in the last 2 slides. Okay, pause the video while you do the practice it part of the lesson. When you're ready to go, press play again. Right, now on to the final part. We have used concrete, we've used the equipment, we have used pictorial, we have drawn it, and now we're going to move on to what's called the abstract. That means it's just numbers written, and you haven't got the pieces of plastic or the pictures to help you with the understanding, but it was important we did those first. So we're now going to do 35 add 24. I'm going to play a little video to show you how they out. So to make sure I get my numbers in the right place, I'm going to write T for 10s and O for 1s. So I've got 3 10s and 5 1s in 35, 2 10s and 4 1s in 24. Put my plus sign at the side and put my space for my answer by ruling 2 lines. And I'm going to start by adding my ones first. 5 plus 4 is 9, and 30 add 20 is 50. 5 in the tens column shows 50. Super. Another one to show you, just keep watching, just so you get the message. Tens and ones, 1 10, 4 ones, 6 10, 3 ones. Plus sign, watch your space. Add the ones first, that's right. 4 plus 3 is 7. 60 add 10 is 70. But 7 in the tens column says 70. Super. 77. Do you think you're ready for your turn? I think you are too. So just to clarify with that, we add the ones together first. So we start at this end and put their number on this side. Then we do the tens. We must lay out the columns in the right place. And we get numbers repeated in order. It should have come up with a 9 first. Okay, let's do the 9 first. So this video shows what you're going to do, because you're going to do all 3 things for the do it. So 31 add 47. First, I'll start by having 31 add 47 as D's. I'm going to count 31, 47. Yeah, I've got the right equipment. And start by grouping my ones, because that's how we would do. And I've got 8 ones. And I've got 17. And then for the same question, I'm going to draw it. 31, 47. Add my ones, 8. Add my tens. Was about to write the wrong number there. Realised 7. 7 tens, 78. And finally, laid out like column addition. Tens and ones. Add my ones. Add my tens. All 3 ways for each of the questions. Oops, jumped a bit too far. Hopefully I can get back. Not quite sure where your do it slide has gone. It will be on the printout. So if you look for the printout, or I'll pause it, I'll quickly add the slide back in. It seems to have vanished. I'm not starting for a 6th time. Do it. I have 3 questions where I want you to do each of it 3 ways. It'll be on the printout. I'll try and stick it on the end of the video by doing a pause. Once you've got the do it done, if you've understood today's work, you may be able to do the secure it, because there were some column addition questions with missing numbers. You should be able to work out which numbers need to go in the empty spaces. And the final question today is deciding whether Liam is correct or not. Looking at his tens and ones, his is more like face value counters. His tens aren't 6 like ours, but you should still be able to understand that question. And hopefully decide how to explain if he's correct or not. I'm going to stop sharing this. I'm going to pause the video and see if I can find the do it slide to stick on. Do it slide was just in the wrong order, so I've managed to find it. I'm just going to pop it on the screen if you're not actually printing out the sheet. Oh, and it's still missing about. Thought I'd just shown you the do it slide, but I think you were paused, so I'm going to slowly show you the do it slide again. Show if you've seen it twice. Hopefully, be able to show you this. So the do it, 43 plus 24, 62 plus 37, 55 plus 33. For each of those, can you use your equipment, draw the pictures, and lay it out in columns. I hope this video makes sense, but after 5 times we've started, I'm sorry if the end's a bit of a muddle. Hopefully the printout will show you all the different bits of work you should have done. Don't think I missed it too bad. Hopefully tomorrow will run more smoothly, where we will look at something called exchange, where we find out what we do if we make too many ones. Good luck with today's math.